I think there are different types of contributions, let's say. There are some that are more about the fundamentals, and then there are applications. For example, the Disney model is something that people use, Dreamer Realist Critic,
Right.
but something like a sleight of mouth or the neurological levels, they're not a particular application that you can use them for multiple applications. You could do the same thing with the Disney strategy. It is used for a lot of different things. So maybe just a little bit, it's a good question, and I'm not quite sure. But just to go back, I think in my life, grew up in, of course, in the Silicon Valley area of California during a very formative time, first during the 60s when there was the hippies and then during the beginnings of the Silicon Valley. But also my father was an intellectual property attorney, a patent attorney, and his job was to find the essence of an invention. Do you try
Wow.
to go, what is it really is this about? So I think I learned to look at, first of all, so it's very practical, right? Because you've got an invention that does something, and then you're trying to describe, well, what is it that's really unique about this so that you that's new that nobody else has thought of before. So I think I grew up in this environment, and I didn't necessarily study anything to do with patent law, but I was around that. So it was in the field to have to look for these what you might call in NLP these deeper structures. What Gregory Bateson calls the patterns that connect and the differences that make a difference. And then what I got from Bandler and Grinder was a very much of what you might call a heuristic approach. Heuristic meaning that you do it first and then you try to figure out what it is rather than try to analyze it first. You want to get, once I can do it or I can make something happen, then I can begin to go, what is that? What is it that's making that difference? And what is that pattern that's connecting these things? And so I think that's has been in my DNA from the time I was young. And NLP really helped me to gave me a framework to really be able to take that and really make contributions through that.